So now that our wort is cooled to around 8 to 15 degrees, we can transfer it to our fermenting tanks and add a carefully calculated dose of yeast. This is called pitching. We can pitch our yeast into a slightly higher temperature wort if we want to speed up the fermentation process. This is typical in ale fermentations. We need to keep a close eye on what's happening here with the temperature, sugar consumption, and the level of hygiene. Because while it seems calm outside, they're having a beer-making party inside by eating up the sugars, making alcohol, and producing CO2. So we need to make sure that they have enough to eat. It's the right temperature and there's no unwanted guests. After 4 to 5 days for ale, or 8 to 10 for lager, all of the sugar is usually gone and the fermentation process is over. We now need to chill the beer quickly to less than 5 degrees so that we can stop fermentation entirely and get the yeast to settle. After we've stopped fermentation, we remove the yeast and get ready for the final stages of the process. Did you know that we can still use the yeast once we've filtered it out of our beer? In fact, one of the main things it's used for is to make Vegemite. Step 8, maturation. We start by cooling the beer to around 0 degrees. Brr, it's cold. It'll stay like this for about a week in a process called maturation. This process helps refine the beer's flavour. Step 9, filtering. Now it's time to filter. We use various filtration processes to remove the remaining unwanted particles, giving us a sparkling clear beer. We call this bright beer. To make sure that our beers meet Lion's high quality standards, our brewers check the beer continuously throughout the brewing process. They perform dozens of checks. After filtering, we add a little more CO2 to make it nice and bubbly. Give it one last taste and it's ready to go. So you made it through, good work. Now let's bottle it, put a name on it, find yourself a really nice glass and appreciate the taste of true craftsmanship.